downhill. You are a freshman again, despite 2 years being here.
Yep.
Is that kind of surreal that we're still calling you a freshman?
I mean, it is to a certain extent, but at the same time, I don't feel like a freshman. I feel like I got some good experience last season, and then my freshman year, getting to play 4 games. So I feel like I'm getting a little more experience. So I don't really feel like a freshman. I feel more mature, more ready to play.
It's kind of a breakout year for you last year after the red shirt, and you finally got the time to get the ball, and you're obviously going to get some touches this upcoming season. What are you trying to accomplish this upcoming season? Do you have any personal goals?
My personal goal is to rush for 1,000 yards. So I feel like me being able to do that is going to come with experience, coming from last season, like knowing certain plays where I should have did this, so I could have got more yards and getting faster. So I feel like just coming with experience and coming with more reps, I feel like I'll be able to get to that goal of rushing for 1,000 yards.
How much more comfortable are you heading into year 3?
Man, I'm way more comfortable. Like coming from my freshman year, my redshirt year, and then last season. I won't say I was scared before the game, but I was a little timid because I didn't know how I was going to be going out there playing. But now I just feel way more confident. I feel like going into my senior year of high school right now. That's how I'm feeling. So I just feel more confident as a whole.
All right, now that Brock's gone, who's the fastest running back?
I think we all know I'm the fastest running back. But that's just my style, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm the smaller back. I'm about 5'7". Brock's about 5'10". G just about 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? They got my weight on me, so that's just my style, being the faster back.
He talks about that competition. They don't have friendly competition, obviously, and you beat them out slightly in yards there.
Yeah.
Do you think that competition keeps y'all motivated, keeps you going?
It definitely keeps motivating. It definitely keeps us pushing each other to do better and to go forward, moving forward, and get more yards. You know what I'm saying? Because when Brock gets a good run, you know what I'm saying, when I get in the game, I want to get a good run. We just push each other so we can do better.
How much does that help comparing from like year 1 to year 2? Especially in year 2 when you had like Brock and then Jamil.
Mm-hmm.
What's the main difference between like having those players in like year 2, and how does that help you?
I mean, I really feel like it helped me a lot because before Brock and Gina got here, I was about 160 on a good day, you know, about 160. But when Brock and Gina got here, they were big backs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing how big they are and how aggressive they run. So I'm like, dang, I got to get bigger. So after spring ball last season, I gained 20 pounds. I was 185 coming back after quarantine. So that just pushed me to get bigger, and I was still fast, so it just pushed me to be a better back by gaining weight and being bigger.
How big are you now?
I say I weigh about 185 to 189 every day. Yeah.
Last year's kind of bring back my committee like we mentioned before, but did it seem like coach was calling on whoever had the hot hand during that game, or was it truly situational?
I mean, it just depends because sometimes we go drive for drive. Like I go this drive, Brock go this drive, Gita go that drive. So it just depends. But the 2 games, the first game I had 100 yards. I had the hot hand, so he was rolling me a little bit more. But then Brock against ULL, he had the hot hand, so they was rolling with him. And then Gita against App State, he had the hot hand, so we were rolling with him. So it just depends who has the hot hand. But it's never really just someone has the hot hand, someone has the hot hand. Like we're all efficient runners. Like we are going to get in there and do what we do and get yards.
Some new linemen there this year. You guys had success before they got here. How do you think it's going to go with these guys?
I think it's gonna be way better because now we have more depth in our O-line room. Like last year, like if one of our O-linemen went down, like we were kind of reaching back. But now, like I don't feel like we're reaching back as much. I feel like we have a lot of depth in the O-line room. So if this tackle is hurt, we have another one to step right up and could do the same thing that tackle was doing. So I just feel like we have more depth. And like Bob was saying with Coach Turner, I feel like Coach Turner, like he knows what he's talking about. Like when he like says stuff, like when he explains something, you could tell he's explaining it so that we can understand it. Now I even understand what the O-line is doing most of the time. And last year, I didn't really have any knowledge of that. But this year, like I'm knowing like how to press it and how the O-line is gonna pick up this block right here. I just have a better knowing of what the O-line is gonna do now.
You know, you guys had one of the best rushing seasons here in a while last year. How do you think you can get better coming into the season?
I feel like we just have to be more efficient. Like just work out the stuff that we did last year. Like last year, I feel like we could have did a little better, but like it was our first year playing with each other. You know, like we didn't know how we were really gonna do. But now I just feel like us having experience, like, cause like Bob was saying, this is first time playing Division I football really. So like now we just have more experience. Like he's more experienced, I'm more experienced, Jesus more experienced. So I just feel like just the experience, like we're gonna be way better. Just as a whole, we're gonna be way better.